Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to 8 Ball Sports. And as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to give my predictions for the conference championship games. Now I'm just going to do the four major ones that come on today, which are obviously all the Power 5 ones. The Pac-12 one was last night, so unfortunately did not get to make a video on that. But I would have probably picked USC. I feel like they were the better team overall, and they ended up getting a victory, and my cat just jumped in my lap. We're just going to ignore that. So I'm going to do the four major ones, but the UCF Memphis game going to be a good game. It comes on at 11, which is pretty soon. I'm trying to get the video out before 11:30, before the TCU Oklahoma game. But I think UCF's going to win that. I'm not going to go against a team that had an undefeated regular season. And then I think it's Boise State Fresno State is the other conference championship game on today. I'm going to go Boise State. I think Fresno State actually has the better record. I don't know too much about these teams, but I always know Boise State seems to be a team that can surprise people. So I'm going to go with them to win that. So just in case you were one of those teams fans, there you go. There's your prediction. But I'm going to start off with the Big 12 Conference Championship game, TCU versus Oklahoma. I'm going to pick Oklahoma to win 35-24. I'm going to try to give score predictions. They already played once this year, and it was 38-20. So I think it's going to be a little bit closer. It goes from 18 points to 11-point differential. So another touchdown for TCU, basically. TCU's defense was all kind of like hyped up. This is why that matchup was hyped up, because, you know, one of the top offenses with the best offensive player versus the Big 12's best defense. But when they first played, Mayfield threw 3 touchdowns in the first half, and TCU let it get out of hand too quickly, and they can't do that this game. They have to stay in it. They have to be in the game at halftime. That by be in it, I mean down by only a touchdown, or obviously tied would be preferred, or having the lead would even be more preferred, but cannot be down by more than 10 points at halftime, because you know you're not going to be able to stop Baker Mayfield. You have to slow him down, and your offense is not too dynamic, and that's my next thing, is Kenny Hill has to make big plays. It's going to have to be a higher scoring game than TCU would want it to be. TCU wants to play a hard-fought game that ends up being a 24-21 victory. But you're not going to be able to hold Baker Mayfield to 21 points, or Oklahoma to 21 points for that matter. So Kenny Hill has to keep TCU's offense rolling. A big thing, though, the first time they met up was at Norman. This one's going to be at a neutral site. Now, home field, no team has home field advantage, although I do feel like Oklahoma fans will probably travel a little bit better than TCU fans. That's not a shot at TCU fans. I do feel like Oklahoma has a bigger fan base. And then the next reason I'm going to pick Oklahoma's defense, which has been highly scrutinized because it's not been the best by any means, but they only allowed 20 points against this TCU offense. And if they can do that again, or play even close to that, then they're going to give their offense a chance to win the game, which is exactly what they're supposed to do on this team. So my prediction, Oklahoma 35-24. The next game I'm going to do is the ACC Conference Championship. Clemson versus Miami. Clemson, technically the number 1 team in the nation. And this one's going to be interesting. This is going to be a close game. This one could go either way, because I don't love either of these teams. I know I'm going to get hate from both sides, but neither team has really shown me that they deserve to be in the playoffs. And that's, again, I'm sure I'm going to get hate because, oh, you're an Ohio State fan. You're going to, you think your team deserves to be in the playoffs. I don't think Ohio State deserves to be in the playoffs, even if we win the Big Ten championship game. And I know Ohio State fans now are probably going to be giving me hate, but neither of these teams have proven that they deserve it. But this win right here could be proof that they deserve to win, or deserve to be in the playoffs. I'm going to pick Clemson in let's go with a 28-24. 28-24, Clemson over Miami. I think Clemson just has the better overall team. I think Miami's offense is questionable, only putting up 14 points against Pittsburgh. Their defense there's no question about their defense. The turnover chain, they've got momentum over there on defense. I think they're going to if they can force a few turnovers, they're going to keep their offense in this game. But only putting up 14 points against Pittsburgh, and they have to they're going to have to stay in this game with their offense, and I don't know if I trust Rozier, or Rozier, however you say it, to lead that team. I mean, he got benched last game, so how much faith do they have in him? And I think I'm just going to have to go with Clemson. Even though they've not been too hot, they had a decent game against South Carolina in the year off, and I think that's why I'm going to pick them. So, 28-24, my prediction, Clemson over Miami. The next one is going to be the SEC championship game. It's going to be Auburn versus Georgia. And this is going to be an interesting game. Auburn's defense was able to absolutely just dominate Georgia the first matchup. They held them to like under 60 rushing yards, and obviously Georgia's not really a great passing team. And if Georgia wants to win, they're going to have to pass the ball. There's no doubt about that. Auburn, Cameron Petway, I believe, or no, not Cameron Petway, Kerryon Johnson, the other running back, I believe is game time decision. So I don't know how much faith I can have in Auburn's offense if they don't have Petway. That's not to say that Jarrett Stidham's not talented. I mean, we saw what he did against Bama last week. Great game. But without a solid running back, which I don't know who their backup is currently, I'm pretty sure Petway's out as well. So, Kerryon Johnson. Sorry, I got an alert about Miami, and I was trying to read what it was. It was just something about the turnover chain. But if they don't have Kerryon Johnson, which I'm sure he's going to play, there's no way you miss this game if you can even kind of limp out on the field. But if he is affected by that injury, then it could be bad for Auburn's offense. I think this game is going to be closer than the first time they met, which Auburn kind of dominated that game. I also think it's going to be a little bit low scoring. Georgia's defense is known for, or we had a great season. They shut out a couple opponents. And then Auburn obviously really slowed down Georgia. They slowed down Alabama, which Alabama's offense is nothing too spectacular, but they slowed them down. And I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think both defenses are going to get stops early. I think it's going to be the team that has the most turnovers wins this game. I want to pick Georgia. No, I don't want to pick Georgia, but I want to say Georgia has an opportunity. I want to say Georgia has a chance. But I'm going to have to go with Auburn simply because of how bad they beat Georgia the first time. And I'm going to go, let's see. I have not read this. I'm going to go 27 to 17. So I said low scoring, 27 is maybe a little higher scoring than I first wanted to. But I'm going to say it's a 10-point game. Auburn picks up the victory, kicking a field goal late to ice the game with a 10-point lead. I don't know. And then the final game I'm going to cover is the Big Ten Championship game. Now, as you can see, I'm an Ohio State fan. So for all those other ones, I tried to stay as unbiased as possible. This one, I'm going to pick Ohio State. I'm going to choose my team to win, even if I don't think we can. I believe we can win this game. So I'm choosing my team, but I believe that we have a good shot to win this game. Wisconsin is a very talented team. Although I don't think we truly know how talented they are. I know they're undefeated, but they haven't really played anyone huge. But their defense is amazing. They sort of held Iowa to like 50 yards, and we let Iowa get 50 points. So it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. It's going to be up to Ohio State's defense. I feel like we got to get pressure, something we did pretty well last week. But in Hornibrook, I think it's thrown an interception in every Big Ten game is something that he has a thing with. And we've not been a great team at forcing turnovers this year. So we have to get in the backfield, pressure him, make him force a bad pass. And then JT Barrett. I don't know what his condition is playing. I know obviously he had the knee injury. He had surgery just the other day. He's still going to play. And if you're an Ohio State fan calling that he shouldn't be playing because Haskins should play, then you're just wrong. I understand that Barrett's not the most talented quarterback, but he's the leader of this team, and he is, he's the vocal leader. He's the leader of this team, and he deserves to be in this game. He's led us to this record, and he deserves to try to lead us to a ring. I say us as Ohio State. So I'm going to say the final score of this game is going to be 35-24. And I know that may seem a little, that's the farthest differential. So again, Yeah, that's biased. I try to keep the other ones unbiased, but this one, I'm an Ohio State fan. So let me know. Sorry. Let me know your opinions down below. Who do you think is gonna win the conference championship games? And then let me know your final four in the playoff. If all these teams that you think are gonna win, who is in your final four? For me, if I think all these teams that I think are gonna win, as much as I don't like it, it's going to be Alabama. It's going to be the fourth team. And then it's going to be the winners of these three games. Other than Ohio State, Wisconsin. If Ohio State wins, Alabama's going to get in over Ohio State. I just feel like that. I feel like their name and the fact that they only have one loss, and the fact that we kind of got blew out by Iowa, is going to we got blown out by Iowa, is gonna make the committee pick Alabama over us. So that's my if all my predictions are right, my final four would be Auburn, Alabama, Clemson, and what division am I forgetting? Oklahoma. Now if Wisconsin wins, no doubt Wisconsin's in along with the other three teams. That's assuming Oklahoma wins. If Oklahoma loses, huge shakeup. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming they still get in because they have a win over Ohio State, but it'd be interesting if like all these teams lose that I predicted to win. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really would mean a lot. And please subscribe to the channel for more sports videos. I upload all types of sports, hockey, baseball, NFL, and of course, college football. So if you guys enjoyed, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.